the human race has been at war. First with members of their own family, then their fellow countrymen, and finally nations at large. Yet perhaps the starting ground for all these conflicts lays somewhere deeper, within the very character of the human condition, in the dark, untouchable crevices of the human heart. It is said that the first iniquity of free will began even before the maiden pilgrimage from the embryo, preceding the very creation of the earth itself, in the forelife of souls in the heavenly realms. The dawn of warfare, some believe, was initiated by a fallen angel, whose trespass against God was pride. From an analytical standpoint, photographic anomalies have to be sought out with an understanding of lighting and shadows. The most straightforward is simple. When objects are lit solely by the sun, then all shadows, regardless of the landscape, will run parallel with one another and never intersect. In these seldom seen photographs, it is clear that these scenes were lit with artificial light. These shadows, which are cast at different angles, are evidence that a second light source is being used.
And then the fourth one was Jonathan Morandi. Now, interesting part here is he's actually a Hollywood filmmaker. He went with us in order to film everything, and he'll be actually making a documentary later this year on our trip.
How can this be? Or this? In this magnification of
the corner in the screen comes all the way up. It's just obvious that there is a right angle and a blue line that cuts all the way up and across.
You know, my Antarctic-sized green screen.
That we have been able to see through a few technical innovations and a few firsts that I think are going to have a lot of impact on the way television and movies are made moving forward.
I wanted to give everyone an update.
We have put together a system whereby which we can have game engine, real-time render, and video wall technology coming together to create a backdrop. We have put together a system whereby which we can have game engine, real-time render, and video wall technology coming together to create a backdrop that we have been able to see through a few technical innovations and a few firsts that I think are going to have a lot of impact on the way television and movies are made moving forward. We have put together a system whereby which we can have game engine, real-time render, and video wall technology coming together to create a backdrop.
You know, my Antarctic-sized green screen.
That we have been able to see through a few technical innovations and a few firsts that I think are going to have a lot of impact on the way television and movies are made moving forward.
It's merely distortion caused by the 360-degree fisheye lenses.
Anytime close-up footage of their feet was shown, their footprints always failed to make any impression in the snow. For some reason, Austin walks several feet away and picks up a bit of snow from over there, then walks it back to the camera and lets it fall to the ground. If snow is everywhere all around him, why did he have to walk way over there to get some?
It's so bright. Why isn't your breath foggy? It's not as foggy as it was a second ago. It's kind of foggy right now. But right before I started the stream, I tested it, so I knew you guys were going to say that. And my breath was like super foggy earlier, but it's not really foggy right now. I don't know.
There's Witsit right here, coming out of the shed. Now he walks back over. Now his camera's right on top of this funny looking thing here with the blue thing, and his laptop's there with the camera on it. So let's zoom in. Now notice before he turns the camera on, he squats down and hitting the vape. You can see the little smoke coming out of the vape. His vape, check it out.
There's a little breath. What's up now?
Do you know how cold Antarctica really is? As the coldest place on Earth, Antarctica not only has extremely low temperatures, but also some of the strongest winds year-round. So many people call it the wind capital of the Earth.
How cold does it get? Well, Antarctica is one of the coldest places on Earth. In the middle of Antarctica, it's about minus 51 degrees Celsius or minus 60 degrees Fahrenheit all year round. Brr!